what's an authentic sea shanty when the Kingston Trio do it, right? Ready, boys? 1, 2, 3, 4. And away we'll go, heave away, Santiano. Heave her up, and away we'll go, way out in California with the passenger ship and a bonny good crew. Heave away, Santiano, and down these Yankee bar skipper, way out in California. And it's heave her up, and away we'll go, heave away, Santiano. Heave her up, and away we'll go, way out in California. Back in the days of 49, heave away, Santiano. Now those were the days of good old time, way out in California. And it's heave her up, and away we'll go, heave away, Santiano. Heave her up, and away we'll go, way out in California. Of gold, so I've been told, heave away, Santiano. Yeah, there's plenty of gold, so I've been told, way out in California. And they heave her up, and away we'll go, heave away, Santiano. Heave her up, and away we'll go, way out in California. A little bit about California history in that song.
A year ago we toured Ireland, and we ended up in Limerick, Ireland, and we got to perform this. I've been waiting all my life to perform this tune. This is actually a suburb of Limerick, Ireland, and we talked to the radio DJ there in Limerick, and he knew all about the controversy over the song. It has a lot to do with American history. It was used by the United States Army for many occasions. I suppose it was probably first heard during the Civil War, and then later it was adopted by the U.S. Army as a marching tune. It's known as Gary Owen, but originated in Limerick, Ireland, where Gary Owen is actually just a little suburb of Limerick. So we're going to do it for you, Gary Owen, featuring our fiddle and banjo.
If you do these songs at an Irish session, you'll be lucky to get out alive.
All right. Okay, ready? You ready, Buzz? I'll kick us in. Ready?
We got through it alive.
Yeah, we got through it. The Black Irish Band, we've been together 24 years. 24 years, actually. We founded the band in 1989, and of course there's been a lot of personnel changes, as most bands over the years. We've lost a few members just through life and death situations, and
he's the last man standing.
I'm the last man standing, but Jimmy's actually been in the band 25 years, so he's been there a long time. Steve MacArthur, you probably know him as one of the original members. He's still around, and he does sit in every once in a while, but he's officially retired, and he's trying to get residence in Canada. I guess his father and grandfather were from Canada, so he's trying to immigrate into Canada. But right now, let's introduce the rest of the band. You know me as Michael Karnahan, Black Irish Band. Let's bring out Michael Mullen over here on fiddle. Michael Mullen. Now, this gentleman behind me is Steve Straus, and he's actually been playing. He actually came and played with us during COVID, where we had to do a concert at Santa Cruz, where everybody was in the balcony of the hotel, and we played down by the swimming pool, and that was the first time we played with Steve. Steve Straus on the bass and vocals. This band next door to me, the first job we ever did was in Alaska. Actually, first time we played together was in Juneau, Alaska. And James Dean Nelson on the banjo.
Of course, I play bass then. Yeah.
And this is by far our most popular song on Spotify and Pandora. This song has got 250,000 hits out there. It's really ironic because it's a very old song. It was written in the 1700s. It's a British naval song, and it's a sea shanty. Sea shanties are associated with working on a sailing ship. And what's unusual about this particular song, this arrangement, the Yanks took it over, and Yankee Wellerman started singing the melody, but they changed the words. So it got Americanized, and we were one of the first bands to ever bring this American version of the song from the 1830s forward. It's called Spanish Ladies.
Farewell and adieu, you fair Spanish ladies, farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. We just received orders to sail for New England, and we very soon hope
You can sing along
to
too,
see
Connie.
you again.
And we'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee weathermen. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck and below until we sight gay head above Arthur's Vineyard. Straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll roll.
Now we hove our ship to, with the wind that's ours, boys. We hove our ship to, for the make sounding clear. At 55 fathoms on the fine sunny bottom, we filled our main topsail, for home we did steer.
And we'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee women. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck and below until we sight gay head above Martha's Vineyard. Straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll roll.
Now let everyone here drink up a full bumper. Let everyone here drink up a full bowl, and laugh and be jolly, and we'll banish melancholy. Say here's to the health of all good-hearted souls.
And we'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee weathermen. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck and below until we sight gay head above Martha's Vineyard. Straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll go, and we'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee weathermen. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck and below until we sight gay head above Martha's Vineyard. Straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll roll. We're going to do a song of breath after that. This next song is an original song that I wrote. It's the featured title of our 25th album, Give Us All Your Whiskey. And I've been waiting for the day we finally could perform this in the town that this was written about. It's written about Virginia City, Nevada, the Comstock. And it's a celebration of the hard rock silver miners that worked the Comstock of Nevada. Now, the California Gold Rush, of course, takes place in the late 1840s in history, 50s, 60s. You had a lot of hard rock mines around here, most of them gold, some silver. But in Virginia City, the Comstock didn't really hit till around the 1870s. So a lot of the miners that were working the mines on this area heard about the good silver boom over there in VC. A lot of them just went over there. A lot of them were Irish immigrants. In fact, the town was actually really the basis of the town of Virginia City were founded by 4 great Irish businessmen who really took it to a level and made it as prosperous as it was. And of course, for the ones that had to go down in the silver mines every day, it was anything but prosperous. If you were an Irish coal miner or a silver miner, gold miner or such, you're a pretty young guy, and you'd spend 6 days underneath the ground, and then you'd come up and it'd be dark. You go in the mine in the morning, it would be dark, so you didn't get to see a lot of daylight till Sunday. And if you were probably, like I said, an Irish miner, if you had that 7th day, more than likely you'd spend it in a saloon or maybe a brothel. And this song is kind of about celebrating camaraderie among miners on the 7th day, when they're in the saloons trying to enjoy a little bit of that freedom, because knowing Monday morning at 4 or 5 a.m. they're going to be going down the skiff and going back down to the silver mine and spinning out the rest of the week. So it was about their short lives, that moment where they're in the saloons with the girls, the alcohol, smoking some Prince Albert, which came in a can. They used to roll their cigarettes. And I wrote this dedicated to the spirit of those miners on their day of rest. And it's called Give Us All Your Whiskey.
We were in Virginia City, and I didn't see the Cartwrights walking around. It didn't look like it. Must not have been Virginia City we were at. Must have been some other place.
She's dead, Pa.
Ready, boys? Original song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down in the mines we worked a silver hour. We loaded in the bucket and we slapped the iron hour. And up through the skylight it closed another day. Roaring in the town you could hear us miners say, give us all your whiskey, go heavy on the pour. For we be Irish miners, the likes you'll see no more. Give up your bloody cigars, we'll take Prince Albert too, to celebrate the evening, it's the least that we can do. Fairly well, good friends, our lives will last forever. Fairly well, good friends, drink up until the end. We're working for a pay to make the owners rich. We toil their lives away. So goodbye to your old money. Farewell to Comstock too. Beware the blue boxes, they're waiting there for you. And give us all your whiskey, go heavy on the pour. For we be Irish miners, the likes you'll see no more. Give up your bloody cigars, we'll take Prince Albert too, to celebrate the evening, it's the least that we can do. Fairly well, good friends, our lives will last forever. Fairly well, good friends, bring up until the miners, the likes you'll see no more. Give up your bloody cigars, we'll take Prince Albert too, and celebrate the evening, it's the least that we can do. Now we're going to give you a lot of, you can see, you're reading the paper, all these Celtic Christmas concerts go on, and Irish Christmas. You know, to be honest with you, there are not really a lot of Irish Christmas songs out there. And the one that is out there, we're going to do for you right now. And it's called Christmas in Killarney. And this was made popular by Bing Crosby. And how many of you have heard this song? It's a kind of an old Christmas song from the 40s, 50s. And have you never been to Killarney? Killarney is actually a very rocky part of Kerry. Anybody been to Killarney, Ireland? Have you been out there? It's very rocky. You know, a lot of people think of Ireland as being rolling green hills. A lot of Ireland's like that. Killarney's very rocky. It's a very rocky place. And this is all about Christmas in Killarney and all the folks at home. And we're going to feature James D. Nelson on this classic. And somewhere there, I think we're going to throw in the Kesh chick. All right, boys. Ready, Jimmy? Ready, boys?
Yes, this is a good Irish song written in Beverly Hills, probably.
There we go. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the holly green, the evergreen, the prettiest green you'd ever see. Christmas in Killarney, when all of the folks at home. It's good, you know, to kiss your old cuddle under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, is but one of the folks at home. The door is always open and the neighbors pay call. Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. How grand it feels to kick your heels down to the well of the chicks are good. Christmas in Killarney, with all the folks at home. Christmas in Killarney, with all the folks at home. It's good, you know, to kiss your beau and cuddle under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, is but one of the boys at home. The door is always open and the neighbors pay a call. And Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. How grand it feels to kick your heel under the blood of the chicks. I'm handing you no warning, the lights you never knew. It's Christmas in Killarney, with all the folks at home.
All right, right now we're going to do a railroad song. This summer we had the pleasure of performing at Railtown. We did an acoustic concert in the Engine House, and this is one of the tunes that we did. This is an American standard song, and it's called Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms, kind of more of an Americana folk song, featuring Michael on fiddle as well as Jimmy on banjo. Sing along if you know the words, called Rollin' in My Sweet Baby's Arms. It's key of G. Ready? What's that? We'll come back to it. Okay. All right, here we go.
It's all right.
All right,
folks. We beat each other up.
Okay, Jimmy, let's go.
Take a solo. I'll just. You take the solos, right?
Whatever.
We got to arrange this, okay? It's got to be
Rolling my sweet baby's arm, oh yeah.
All right, we know a lot of you came here to hear some Irish music, so we give you one of our standards. And there was a gentleman that recorded the song actually with the Dubliners, and unfortunately he just passed away the other day. Sean McGowan of the Pogues. You probably remember Sean McGowan. He's kind of brought folk rock to Irish music, and we'll dedicate this to the late. Is that right, Sean McGowan? Yeah.
Peace be upon you.
All right, here we go. Whiskey in the Jar. A lot of versions of this. This is actually more of the folk version that was done by the Dubliners as well as the Clancy brothers. And then we kind of messed with it a little bit. Ready? Here we go. As I is going over a Cork and Gary mountain, and when Captain fell and his money he was counting, I pursued with my pistol, and if it was I rigged his staying, and then the letter for again, oh, the sea, right there in Normandy. Whack full of daddy-o, whack full of daddy-o, and whiskey in the jar. Good so far. Now we counted out his money, it made a pretty bit. I put it in my pocket and I do it through my jet. She sighed and she swore, she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, oh, they never will be. Oh, if you ring up the road, back full of daddy-o, back full of daddy-o, there was in the jar. I went up to Big Chamber and told her to take a slumber. Ain't the golden girl that for sure it was no one there. She took me charges, she filled them up with water, called on Captain Farrell to make ready for my slaughter. And here I come the road, whack full of daddy-o, whack full of daddy-o, there whiskey in the jar. Now it was early in the morning before I wrote to travel. The guards were all around me and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, she stole away me rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water. A prisoner I was taken. Oh, and here we come, whack full of daddy-o, whack full of daddy-o, there whiskey in the jar. Michael! Anyone can help me, it's me brother in the army. I don't know if he's stationed at Corker or Killarney. Together we'll go rambling on the mounts of Kilkenny. I know he'd like me better if I wore a dress like Ginny, with your ring on the Ramadan. Whack full of daddy-o, whack full of daddy-o, there whiskey in the jar. Good job, folks. Big finish. There's some take delight in the fishing and the bowling. Others take the light in the carriage wheel rolling. I take the light in the Jews of the party. Court and marry women and the morning there when you're in the road. Back full of daddy-o, back full of daddy-o, with whiskey in the jar. Well, a lot of you that live out here in the Gold Rush country, mining area, you probably know of a gentleman named Samuel Clemens. Samuel Clemens was born back in Missouri, and he lived quite the life. He was a Civil War veteran of one day. He was a steamboat pilot for a while, and then he, with his brother, decided they were going to come out west. So he came out on a covered stage of sorts to a place called Carson City. And of course, then eventually he would end up in Calaveras County, and he heard the tale of this jumping frog. So I read Mike Twain's biography, and I realized that he was a lover of a lot of these old songs from that time period. And he loved to go out and he loved the ladies, and he'd go up and he liked to dance at these cotillions and such. And I read where these were some of his favorite songs that he liked to dance to. And so we simply call this Mark Twain Melodies. And we're going to feature the whole Gold Rush time period instruments from the 1850s, 60s, and 70s. The fiddle, of course, the banjo, very popular in the minstrel shows. And then as well as the melodeon, which is the old push-button guy that was invented in the 1850s. So we're going to give you what we call our version of Mark Twain's favorite dance songs, called Mark Twain Melodies for you.
when you're watching TV, when Hoss Cartwright walks into a bar in Virginia City, the piano player is usually playing one or all of these tunes.
And you know them all. You guys having a good time? So far? All right. Mark Twain melodies, yeah. We like to, you can tell our music is very old time and very historical. And we like to celebrate all things Mark Twain. Ready? Mark comes over the board. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Francisco with my washbowl on my knee. I'm going to Sierra Mountains, all that going right for the sea. I'll rake those mountains down, me boys, I'll break them rivers dry. I'll come back with the gold dust, oh California.
Too long now.
Oh California, that's a place for me. I'd like to San Francisco with the washbowl on my knee. Oh California, that's a place for me. I'd like to San Francisco with the washbowl on my knee.
We threw a little gold brush lyric in there for you. Miners used to use them. And the Sailors did too.
Gonna do a new one for you. It's not a new one, you've heard it before. First time we've actually performed it live. This was made famous. And by the way, you probably know by now we do a lot of songs that relate to mining. And of course, if you live in this area, Sutter Creek, Jackson, Angels Camp, I mean, you go up to Grass Valley, loaded with gold and silver mines. This is actually a kind of a coal mining song, but it kind of fits the style of our evening tonight. Celtic Christmas, as well as local history of mining. And this was performed by the late Tennessee Ernie Ford. 16 tons.
Merle Travis wrote this song. He said people used to come up to him and said, Merle, that song, that's the God's truth. Now, if you listen to this song, you're like, hardly a word of it is true, except something about, I mean, it's impossible, right? But there's something about owing your soul to the company store, and I think that's probably what they're thinking when they hear this song. This, back when I lived in Yuma, Arizona, I think I was about 7. This is the first, I only had a little record player about like that, played 78 records. And this is probably the first record I ever bought. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, and skin and bones, a mind that's weak in the back.
Explosion.
16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Now I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel, I walked in the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. The straw boss said, well, hey, what do you know? You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. It was drizzle and rain, bustin' and fighting, that's my middle name. I was raised in a cane made by an old mama line. You know, a high-toned woman, she made me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. One fist of fire and the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. Company store.
Well, this next song we're going to do for you, we actually debuted here at Sutter Creek a couple of years ago. I think it was just right after COVID. I don't remember. I wrote this. I was a new original tune I wrote. Not on an album yet. We've recorded to this date 27 albums, and we've recorded actually close to over 70 original songs. And this is an original song I wrote, and I'm always trying to fill the gap of history. My dad's folks came from Scotland, and my mom's whole family came from Ireland, and I know a lot of them worked in mining. And I thought to myself, what it must be like to be a young man coming out west here to America and then getting thrown in the silver or gold mining business. Like that song, Give Us All Your Whiskey, Lives Were Short. I mean, you could go to the cemeteries here and see the Catholic cemeteries, see all the Irish miners that died young. So I kind of wrote this song about what a struggle living in the mine must have been like Jimmy's last song, 16 Tons, you know, not going to end up with a happy ending, you know, black lung and blinded, you know, they usually die around 30, 40-year-old man at 40. I wrote the song simply called Paddy is in the Mine. Now in this song, you'll hear some historic silver mining towns, such as Masonic, Aurora, as well as Bodie. You've probably been to Bodie State Park. Has anybody been to Masonic? Does anybody know where Masonic is? How about Aurora? Anybody in Aurora, Nevada? Ethiopia? It's way out in the middle of nowhere. There's a little cemetery.
Not much left of it. Not
much out there. Anyways, a gentleman who comes out silver mining, hears about the Great Boom, ends up in the Comstock of Virginia City. Called Paddy's in the Mine.
Generally, you go to these places, you'll find maybe some foundations, what's left of a graveyard, and a stamping plant that was too heavy to cart out, and it wasn't worth it. So.
And all you'll get for all your trouble is a wooden box. A wooden box. And hopefully a fiddler will play a tune at your wake. Right, Michael? Right. Sure. Michael will be our
at that point, I wouldn't care what kind of box it was, tell you.
Okay, I wrote the song Paddy in the Mine about a young Irishman working in the silver mines. His dad says, don't do it, son, don't do it. Do something else with your life. Oh, when I was a young lad, a boy of 15 years, father said, hey son, don't make your living here. Take another journey and find a better way. For when you go a mining, you'll be digging your own grave. Though jobs are seldom offered when you're the working class, unless you are a boyo with a spoon stuck in your... At the age of 25, I'm confident and blind, taking out the road to hell, Paddy's in the mine. Masonic gave his silver, oh Bodie was a bust. Aurora gave his silver until it turned to dust. Working in the Comstock, Nevada's motherlode, lowered by a cable into the world I know. Just the other day, the roof came crashing down, taking out the first ship, they left them in the ground. At the age of 25, I'm confident and blind, taking out the road to hell, Paddy's in the mine. Sunday, there's ladies at the gym. No need to go a-gambling at games that I can't win. I take me faith in liquor and ladies of the night. Don't sit there trying to judge me, I only have one life. Now 40 open graves await the fiddler's tomb. Many of them boys were Irish, they left the world too soon. At the age of 25, I'm confident and blind, digging out the road to hell, Paddy's in the mine. At the age of 25, I'm confident and blind, digging out the road to hell, Paddy's in the mine. A little comical edge there. That line through the ladies of the gym, I actually took that from the TV series Deadwood, because it was one of the more popular saloons in Deadwood, the gym saloon. Not working at the gym, you're doing aerobics, it's a saloon. Okay. Anyways, we don't have that on an album yet, so I'm glad you could participate. We're going to do one of the first Christmas songs I ever wrote. I actually wrote an original Christmas tune. And this is inspired, when I lived in Ireland back in my 20s, 24 and 25, I was friends with some folks that lived in a little town called Kellybegs. Kellybegs is located in County Donegal. It's on the west coast. If you know anything about Irish geography, Donegal is the northernmost county of the Republic. It actually faces the Atlantic to the west and then to the north and then up in that area. And the waters off Donegal, like most of that part of the wild Atlantic, is very vicious. And fishermen go out every day. They take out of the harbor and they go out looking for fish and herring and such. And a lot of times they don't always return home. If you go to Kellybegs, there's a monument there dedicated to all the fishermen, the sailors that lost their lives at sea. So when I wrote this song for my friends from Kellybegs, I wanted to imagine what it was like for them being out in December, out fishing and trying to make it home before Christmas. And simply called it's the Fisherman's Christmas or Donegal Christmas. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's an original song I wrote, dedicated to the fishermen who go out there, no matter what the weather, and look for those fish. I like the deadliest catch. Okay, and this song is on one of our albums. Okay, here we go. Boys, ready? Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. We are tossed about as we make our way back home. Our skipper lots us a steady course through the ice and sea and foam. Oh, December winds, they're blowing in, and the sky turns to snow. There's plenty work for the crew to do before we make below. Well, we'll raise the rum and stoke the fire and sing a song of cheer. And we'll drink and toast to all the land we've lost throughout the year. And if by grace we make our way back to the Irish shore, then we'll celebrate on Christmas Day when no one will leave no more. Bring our nets in and haul them in, and we place them in the hole. We make our way to the quarterdeck, to the cabin, then we'll go. And if by chance we never see our harbor at first light, at least we have a smollett with those boys all here tonight. Well, we'll raise the rum and stoke the fire and sing a song of cheer, and we'll drink and toast to all the land we've lost throughout the year. And if by grace we make our way back to the Irish shore, and we'll celebrate on Christmas Day with the ones we'll leave no more. Michael. Stoke the fire and sing a song of cheer, and we'll drink a toast to all the lands we've lost throughout the year. And if by grace we make our way back to the Irish shore, and we'll celebrate on Christmas Eve with the ones we'll leave no more. And we'll raise the roof and stoke the fire and sing a song of cheer, and we'll drink a toast to all the lands we've lost throughout the year. And by grace we make our way back to the Irish shore, then we'll celebrate on Christmas Day with the ones we'll leave no more. We got a little song for the second set to close out, and we're going to do one more song, take a break, and we want to sing along. This is called Jingle Bells. All right, we're going to sing one. And by the way, Laura over there and Byron, they got some wonderful beers and wine, so we'll take a little break. Also, Michelle has some CDs if you're interested, as well as my last of my 2024 train calendar, if you didn't get one. That's all I got left, so if you want one of my train calendars of all my oil paintings of California railroads, help yourself. Right now, let's sing one together, Jingle Bells. Everybody sing, right?
Seemed its lot and stepped into an open drift. We were upshot. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one of those open sleighs. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one of those open sleighs. When you're young, get the girls tonight to sing a sleighing song. Got a bobtail bay, 244 speed. Hitch it to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one of those open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one of those open sleigh.
Steve Straus, I'm Michael Karnahan. Let's take a short little break and some libation. We'll lighten up the second set. Thank you for coming. We're going to be right back. 10-15 minutes. Go grab yourself a beer, wine, get a calendar or a CD from Michelle. Michelle, you want to greet the